Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So I chose not to film an intro for this video, and then I kind of went back and edited and I was like, it kind of needs an intro just because I just jumped right in. Today we were doing a Shop My Stash Get Ready With Me. I'm so excited. These were fun. Super fun to film. I didn't realize, I don't know, I forget how much fun they are. So I can't do a Shop My Stash every week just because it just doesn't work for my collection the way I like to use my makeup. I really like to switch it up every single day. And so even using the same products for a week just doesn't work for me. And so I have to really, I don't know, doing a Shop My Stash Get Ready With Me kind of works. And so if you guys want to see that more often, definitely let me know. You can give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe, whatever, so I know. And yeah, without further ado, I forgot to also mention, I did do a randomizer this time, so I picked like 5 different prompts or like 5 different themes or whatever, if you will, and we kind of did a randomizer just so I wasn't picking what I wanted to pick and using the same things that I use in every other video, you know what I mean? So yes, sorry I look crazy, it's early. Yes, that is it. Wow. Without further ado, let's just get started. All right, so I feel like this will be good enough. We have 5 little randomizer things. I feel like this should be fun. So we have neglected makeup, obviously neglected ones, products that start with the letter M, my favorite color, which is green, spring vibes, anything that's giving me all the spring vibes, and one hit wonders is brands that I only have one of, like from one product from one brand, you know, kind of that. I didn't want to go too in depth. I just wanted to, you know, kind of go with it. So we're gonna go ahead and spin. I'm scared, oh my gosh. Not even gonna lie, I kind of knew it was gonna land on this one, but we'll take it. So favorite color, which is green. So we're gonna pick everything that's green. So first is primer. If you guys don't know, I moved all my lip products from this section and moved them in a different drawer. Now it's my primers, foundations, concealers, and setting powders, and then we still have some lippies up here on this top one. So for primer, green primer, of course, the e.l.f. Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer. This is funny, I didn't want to use this one. This one has green on it, so I think we'll try to mix in some of my Pixi by Petra Flawless Beauty Primer because it's more of what I want. All right, so we have 2 drawers of foundations. We have this one and this one. Wow, none of these are green. Whoa. All right, looks like we're using the Physicians Formula Butter Believe It foundation. It's so separated. I've used this only a handful of times. It's not my favorite, but we'll go with it. We'll try. It has some green leaves on it, so we'll go with it. Alrighty, concealer. Okay, none of these are green. The only colored one is yellow, so might as well go with Miss Kosas here. Might as well. And then setting powder. Oh my gosh. Wow, we also... Why don't I buy a lot of green things? It's my favorite color, for crying out loud. All right, none of those are seriously like not even close to green. We got some colors back here. All right, let's just do it. We're just gonna go with the Kylie setting powder in the shade Translucent. Let's just do it anyway. Let's do it. All right, setting spray. Milk Makeup Hydro Grip is blue, but closest to green here, I guess. Actually, it is green when it settles, right? Oh my gosh, I also forgot. In this drawer, I do have some overflow primers and stuff that don't fit up there. I also have this Milk Hydro Grip, which is green. But I feel like the e.l.f. one is more mint green. So I don't know, it's okay, it's okay. Up here is creams. I'm not seeing anything green, so we might have to circle back if we literally find nothing else green, but... All right, so we're down here. We do have the Kosas bronzer, which I love, which is, she's used and abused. But she is green, so let's go with green. All right, down here, I'm not seeing any green, but I did notice my Physicians Formula Butter collection is a little bit, like, has the greenery on it, so we might pull that one. Because nothing in here is looking green, huh? No. All right, we did it to ourselves. Let's just know that. I feel like we'll pull the Laura Lee Los Angeles Glaze Lit Kit though, just because I don't want to use blush and highlighter from in here. Well, I guess we might as well. It has greenery on it. We might as well. Might as well. Sorry, Laura Lee. We'll pick you another time. All right, honey, we got some green. All right, I'm seeing the e.l.f. Mint Melt, of course. She's green. I don't think anything else has green packaging. Sucks. We'll apply this first. This is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. It's in the shade Green Apple, or Apple Lime, sorry, but it's green. All right, and for the moment of truth, I really wanted to play with the Colourpop Mandelorian eyeshadow palette, and so I was like, all right, if we pick green, then we get to use her. So we did. I don't even have, not very many green eyeshadows or eyeshadow palettes. Yeah, none of these are green. I did want to play with the one size, the green in here, but I feel like we'll be all right with the Mandalorian for today. All right, and over here, let's see. For mascaras, none of these are green, but we do have the Sea Surfer Curl, which is a blue, so we'll count it as close enough. We also don't have any green brow pencils, do we? So we'll go with the Item Beauty Brow Chow. And then brow mask gel, we don't have one, so we don't really need one. But for liner, we do have the Appeal Gel Eyeliner in the shade Forest Green, so we will use that one. Woo! All right, guys, let's just go get ready. Guys, look at how pretty this little basket of green is. Let me grab the blue because it's throwing it off. But look how pretty. Oh my gosh, I love green. It's so pretty. My favorite kind of green is like a lime green. It was funny because I picked the classic lime margarita again, which is lime green. So I really like a neon, like bright green. I don't like, I like a lot of greens, I'm really not picky with my favorite color. Let's get real. I really love red in a lot of things. I really love like red in general. I really love red on my nails, red clothes. Like sometimes I'm really, I don't know, I have lots of favorite colors that I really like, but green has always been the one that I said that it was my favorite, so here we are. It's interesting how little though you see red in makeup. I'm sure pink would have got a lot more, but cool. All right, first let's go in with the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask in the shade Apple Lime. I do like this. I gotta get it out of that bottom drawer. I have so many lip balms though everywhere. It's like not even funny. They're nice and they're thick. I just don't think they're the most long-lasting nourishing. I feel like I have lip balms that kind of last a little bit longer, one application for the day, and I'm usually fine. But whatever, YOLO, right? Going in with this, the cap here is green, so we're counting it. It's the Pixi by Petra Flawless Beauty Primer. It's the Hydrating Glow Primer. I needed something before I used that e.l.f. one. I really do like the e.l.f. one, so I honestly, I'm not trying to dog it in any way, shape, or form. Ooh, that's a spider. Oh, walk the other way, sir. No. Oh my gosh.
2,000 years later. 6.5 hours later. A few inches later. Day 2, day 3, day 4. A few moments later.
Okay, we're back. Oh, we're looking so glowy. Yes, queen. I love this primer. It is really illuminating. It's almost, whatever. Well, let's not even talk about it. I love it. The spider gave me, I don't know, anxiety. Anyway, let's go in with the e.l.f. Mint Mouth. This is a mint kind of green. The only reason why I don't love this is just because, I like something illuminating, a little bit more hydrating, whatever. And this is honestly mostly for that longevity, basically. And it's not a bad product. It's gonna be really nice in the summer. So I have to kind of make myself use it a little bit more, just because I know it's gonna really grip my makeup. It is really tacky. I just might have to use it like this, in combination with some primers, because I still want that glow, but I do want something to make my makeup last longer, Okay, I'm not sure why something is telling me to do my eyes first, but we're gonna go with it. I did use the Beauty Crop Stuck On You eyeshadow primer. It's not green, but we used it today. It's too late to go back now. We are going with the Star Wars Mandalorian eyeshadow palette. I don't know why I was craving it. I was craving her today, and so I thought, let's go for it. We're gonna start off with the shade in the top left corner, which is just like a, I don't know, I'm gonna butcher that and everyone is gonna be offended, so I'm just not even gonna say it. The top left corner, it's the matte transition shade. I still have yet to watch this show. I got you. It's on my radar, but I still have yet. But I love the freaking, What happened was, oh, that's what happened. I was gonna start it. I started it. I like clicked on one of the episodes. I'm so freaking glowy. Oh my gosh, I put too much of this primer on. Anyway, I started watching the show and I was like, oh, let me actually go back and watch the Star Wars. Then I started watching the Star Wars. Then I stopped watching the Star Wars. Here we are. All right, so next we're just gonna go in with the shimmer. It's the shade Sipping Soup. I'm just gonna put that on my lid. I'm gonna leave my outer corner a little bit empty. I'm gonna probably pick up a brush just because my fingers are huge, but this shade works really, really well. This palette works really well with your fingers, with a brush, with anything you want, because the formula is like no other. I've never tried a formula. Even from Colourpop, this formula is so good, especially for greens. All right, then let's put this shade, which is Float Your Crib, down here. Let's put that in the outer corner. I wanted something like really dramatic, but nothing too extreme. Like I didn't want anything in the crease. I wanted it to be like lid, outer corner, and very like, boom, like that. This shade is very, very extremely, extremely powdery, but honestly, I don't care. I'm very like, again, I'd rather a palette to be powdery and blendable than not powdery and not blendable, you know? And the shade just has so much pigment that it's like, you know, it's probably, is this a pressed pigment? It doesn't say, but I'm sure it's something like that, just because of how much fallout is actually in it. Like it's a lot, and I barely tap in there. You can see. It's really hard to see, but I wonder if it's just because the way it's made, because it is so pigmented. It's awesome. I love this shade, but it is very, very powdery, so I wonder what that is, you know? Ugh, delicious. All right, we're just gonna put that other shade, Sipping Soup, just to blend them together a little bit. Now we're gonna go in with the Physicians Formula Butter Believe It foundation. Butter Believe It is foundation and concealer. It says for concealer for all skin types. I'm shade medium. It's not a bad shade actually. It's just, I'm not obsessed with this foundation. And I think it's just because it is really just honestly too full coverage for me, or it's too much coverage, or whatever the coverage, or whatever. Yeah, it's too full coverage for me. It's a little bit too, I was gonna say skin-like, but it's not, it's the opposite skin-like. It's a little too, you know, foundation-y for me. And even if I do wear a full coverage foundation, like the e.l.f. Tinted Cc Cream. Yeah, e.l.f. Camo Cc Cream, that's what it's called. That one is extremely full coverage, but it's very, very skin-like, and it kind of just, okay, this shade is not working for me today, not with my tan, but it is very, very skin-like, and it kind of just works with the skin, even though it has that coverage to it. This one I felt like didn't, you know, when I first used it. Today it's looking really nice, so I'm a little confused. I wonder if it's just the primers I'm using maybe, but that's how I remembered it. Let's go with that, because it's looking really, really pretty. I did put on a lot of that Pixi primer, and so I'm wondering if that is just making this look a little bit better today. This honestly reminded me of the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, the regular one, not the matte version, because I never tried that one, but just the regular one. And I don't like them. I didn't like that one either, because it was a little just too heavy. Again, not skin-like. It sat on top of the skin a little too much for my liking. And they were, honestly, I was gonna do a dupes video and like feature them because I felt like they were so similar, but I don't know. Today, yeah, it's doing the same thing. It just like doesn't seep into the skin or work with my skin. It kind of just sits on top, and it doesn't look bad by any means. You guys can see my skin looks pretty good, honestly. It looks really nice and even, really covered, but it's just a little bit too foundation-y for me. I'll hold on to it. I'll keep using it. I haven't got rid of her yet. It smells delicious. I love the smell. Look at me, someone come get me. Okay. All right, concealer, we put the Kosas Revealer Concealer. I have the shade Toned 07. I didn't have a green one, so we're going with this one. Now it's gonna be my mission to freaking get a concealer, imagine a product in every category for every color. Oh my gosh, that would be horrible. I'd have a massive collection. But I was gonna say now get one product in each category with my favorite color. I'm kidding, I could never. It's interesting. It's interesting though. Have you guys ever bought any products that were your favorite color just because they were your favorite color? Like, obviously, you know, you have to have the conversation with yourself. Am I going to use it? But I just mean, like, has it been like, has it ever been to you like, but it's my favorite color, I have to get it, you know? I don't know. I've never done that. I don't think. I really don't think. I think maybe the Mandelorian is the closest because I loved green and I didn't have a lot of green eyeshadow, so it kind of all made sense, even though I didn't watch the Mandelorian. But maybe that was the closest I've ever gotten to being like, but it's green, you know? All right, let's do some setting powder. My concealer's a little bit dark, but that's okay. We're going with the Kylie setting powder in the shade Translucent. What is Kylie doing? Someone tell me. I don't even think she knows what she's doing, honestly. Now they're probably rebranding, but the only reason why that would bother me is if her products, like if you guys can't get her products anymore, it makes it hard to talk about them on my channel. Like, I do talk about limited edition products sometimes, or like often enough, but I still feel guilty doing it. You know, it's kind of like, dang, like I have to talk about it, but I really feel bad about it, you know? They really can't get it. And so I really hope that's not the case because that's annoying, you know? But I didn't have a green setting powder, so we had to go with pink here. I'm just gonna take a big fluffy brush and set the rest of my face. I don't hate this setting powder, it's just not my favorite. It's funny because even this video kind of ended up being like neglected products, or products like I don't use a lot because I really don't use a lot of these a lot. All right, now we need some bronzer desperately. We are gonna go with the Kosas bronzer in the shade Medium. Shoot, the packaging is falling apart, honey. Falling apart. We're about to go ham on this bronzer, so bear with me. Guys, Andre Montano just made a video reviewing like a bunch of new products she got from the Sephora VA base sale, and she said she doesn't like, she basically, I think it was everything from Kosas she tried, she did not like. Oh my gosh, my brush is falling apart. She said the bronzer she didn't like, the setting powder she didn't like. I'm like, girl, you need to retry it because these products are so bomb. So good. Definitely like top notch. Like, look at my skin. Does my face look flat to you? No. I look alive and well, and I love the shimmer to it because it does have that shimmer. You can see it, but it's nothing too crazy. It just brings your face to life and it gives it all the color it needs. Oh, look how delicious. Obsessed. Obsessed. I desperately need some setting spray, although this one might not even be doing it for me. Hydro Grip. Same kind of thing as the primer. It's really more for longevity. I just want something a little bit hydrating for this foundation, so hopefully this does a little bit of that. My skin is glowing, so this setting spray, all right. I always forget how much the setting spray does add like that hydration and glow. I forget until I use it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's surprising. Because I feel like when I think of it, I just always think of it's gonna make my makeup last longer and nothing really else. I just went in with the Item Beauty Brow Chow. It's the Ultra Fine Brow Definer. Such a weird name, I still think. And I have the shade Deep Brunette. It's a nice shade for me, and I do really like the product. It's very creamy, very nice. I just think, you know, if it's gonna be a brow, if it's gonna be a triangle, just let it be a brow definer. If it's gonna be a point, let it be ultra fine. Why does it have to be an ultra fine brow definer? Those words are, what is that called? It's not an oxymoron, is it? I don't know. The thing where the words mean different things, but you say them together, I don't know. I really don't know, but I don't know. But it just throws me off. But I do like the brow pencil, and I really like the brush side to it a lot actually. All right, let's finish off the eyes quick. I think I'm just gonna take that same outer corner shade, which is Float Your Crib, and I'm gonna run that on the lower lash line. I'm actually gonna get a really close, I'm gonna get a really small brush so I could really get it close to the lower lash line or to the waterline. I'm just gonna go back with that first shade, which is just like a whatever that I don't know, the cream shade up here. And just run that underneath just so the colors blend, but it's not also not so it's not too harsh down there. Just want it softly deep.
Killing me softly.
All right. Then for the waterline, we are going in with the Appeal Gel Eyeliner in the shade Forest Green. It's a very nice green. It's a different tone of green, but it is really, really nice. Oh, look how delicious. I love this liner. I've had it for years, literally probably like 2 years. First of all, it's so creamy, works so well. But I got it in BoxyCharm, and this is like one of the few products that I've kept all these years from BoxyCharm. It's nuts. I'm not a BoxyCharm gal. I've learned that the hard way, but sorry. All right. Let's do some blush. We're going to go in with the Physician Formula Butter Believe It Butter Collection. X Wylie Hoang. I don't know I think this is still available. I think I still have seen it at my Target. We're just gonna mix the blushes because I don't feel like deciding which one I want. I'm just gonna mix them. Should I do, you guys want to see a full face of Physician Formula? I didn't realize, I mean, not that I have that many products from him, but technically I have a blush, bronzer, and a highlighter with this palette. And then I have a foundation and concealer technically with this product. So let me know what you guys if you guys want to see one. I don't have a lot from them because they're a little bit more of expensive drugstore brand, but I do really like some of their products. Like this palette has made it through a lot of declutters, and it's just like the only face palette I have, honestly. I really do like it. I put it away like I didn't have a highlighter in here. Let's go in with the highlighter as well. I think we'll just mix both shades as well. One's a little bit icier, one's a little bit deeper. We'll just mix the two. They're creams, these highlighters, and so they're very nice on the face. They're just not my favorite shades. You can see they're a little bit more. They have like an orangey gold base to them. I guess the bottom one does, and then yeah, like the orange copper base, and so it comes off on the cheek a lot. You can see, but it looks pretty. It looks nice. Sometimes I'm like, you're lucky that you're seeing this in light because sometimes like in regular person, it just doesn't look as good. And I'm like, I can pretend I look cute. No, but then it's harder sometimes to describe something to you that I really hate. And I'm like, but like in real life, I swear it's ugly. And then I guess the last two are mascara and lips. So for mascara, we're going with the Tarte C Surfer Curl Mascara. I love this mascara. And I just have a mini guy here. It's blue, but I don't have a green mascara. All right, and then for lips, we're going with the e.l.f. Mint Melt Lip Plumping Gloss in the shade Mint Chocolate. Again, mint green kind of cap here. I love this plumping gloss so much, honestly. Honestly. All right, guys, so here's the final look. Super cute. Obviously, I'm not wearing a full face of green makeup, but all the goodies were green, mostly. I had so much fun creating this eye look. I love the Mandelorian palette, honestly, and this kind of was fun. It's interesting concept, because really it has nothing to do with the actual products, but I still got to try a bunch of products together and find new combinations I liked, what I didn't like, and stuff like that. And got to use new products that I wouldn't normally use because I want to use my favorites all the time. So yes, thank you guys for inspiring me. The quote for today is create the life you can't wait to wake up to. And I love that so much because I'm one who, like, I'm a huge dreamer. I'm like, I want to have this many kids and this husband and this, and it's like, create it, you know, just do it. Just one day put yourself out there. So hopefully that inspires someone. You know, I have no intentions of going to find a husband right now, but I'm on the hunt. If you know a guy. All right, guys, that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.